Hi everyone, I am Megan, founder of Sparks Yoga, member of the Sparks team, and part of your Sparks family. We are so excited to roll out our new Sparks Yoga channel in this brand new virtual world of yoga that we are now living in. We have an amazing group of teachers who are going to bring you some great classes on this channel. We're going to bring yoga to you, for you, in your home. So we'll get started today, first class, with a flow yoga, Vinyasa Flow. What you will need is something to do yoga on. You can use a prop, a block, or something in the shape of a block. If you don't have one, that's okay. And I suggest grabbing some water. You can wear whatever you want that's comfortable. Today is not Wednesday, it's Monday, but it doesn't matter because we're all at home. So get comfortable, let's sit down, and let's begin. Come to a comfortable seat. What does that mean for you? For me, it's right here, but for you, it might be legs out, or you might use your prop to sit on it. You want to take a moment to sit tall, so taking a moment to roll inner thighs down, outer thighs up, and have a slight tilt of your pelvis. So that does help. It does help to have a little lift, maybe even a blanket. Let your arms relax. Let your shoulders relax. Close your eyes or gazing down. Taking a moment at the start of class to turn your attention inward. It's a beautiful hour when we come to our yoga practice because we get to pay attention to what we need. It's a very selfless act to do yoga because it in turn makes us in a better mood, helps us be better people, gives us that sense of calm so that when we leave our mat, we're in a better place. So tune inward, take a pause from whatever else you've got going on right now. Easiest way to do that is to breathe and pay attention to your breath. 4 parts. So inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Continue like that, in through your nose, out through your mouth or nose. Shoulders relaxed, spine long, start to pull your core in. Let's take 3 together. Exhale where you are. Big breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale. And out. Inhale. Let it go. Letting your eyes open. Reach your arms out open all the way up. And then let's just drop the right arm down. Left arm reaches up and over your head. Find the side body stretch. Drawing right hand down. Maybe even drop the shoulder if you want to go deeper, coming onto the forearm. But we've just started, so make it gentle. Looking down toward your bottom shoulder, let your neck release. Let's goal post the top arm, pulling back. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Push off the floor, both arms reach up. Other side, drop your hand down, pull the top shoulder back. Get long through your side, stretching from hips all the way through the rib cage. Dropping the bottom shoulder, gazing down toward your shoulder or toward the floor. Breathe deep. And then on the next inhale, reach up. Exhale, and let it go. Let's fold forward. Walk your hands forward, let your head drop. So taking a moment to just sway it out, shake it out. Let all that tension go. Walk your hands over to one side, let your head follow. Walk them through center over to the other side, head follows. Back to center. Push off the floor. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. All right. Cross your ankles. Let's come onto our hands and knees coming into table. Spread your fingers out. Top relax your feet. Let's just tap them down on the ground, letting any tension go. Keep them down there. Starting with some cat-cows. So first breath in, roll your shoulders down, stomach hammocks, lift your gaze. First breath out, push the floor away. Let your head drop. Inhale, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, push the floor away. Inhale, shoulders pull back like you're pulling the mat to your knees. Exhale, push the mat away from your knees. Come back to a neutral spine after one more breath. And let's come back center. So walk hands to the sides of the mat, toward right and left. So not full puppy pose. If you're ready for it, you're welcome to drop your chin to the mat. We're just taking a moment to drop. Forehead can drop down or chin. Just sway it out side to side. As you sway, you start to drop yourself all the way back into child's. Forehead down. Start to press into your fingertips, drawing shoulders in, shoulder blades down your back. Getting into the side body one more time. Arms come to the right. Take your left hand and hook on top of your right hand, giving it a little pull. So you feel your left side body get longer and you feel the breath come into the left side. Back through center, take it to the other side. Right hand now, hooks on top. Give it a little pull and drop your forehead. Back center. Come back on the table, through table as you walk your hands slightly forward. Tuck your toes. Let's lift up, downward facing dog. Shake it out here, bending one knee and then the other. Let your head shake out. Let go of any tension you may be carrying around with you this morning. Press the floor away. I always like to give this time at the start of class to do what your body needs. In down dog, what do you need? Yoga is this opportunity to follow along together, but it's also an opportunity to pay more attention to what we need. So listen to your body during this practice. If you haven't already, starting to take your breath into that ujjayi, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Slight constriction in the back of the throat as we find stillness in down dog. Rolling triceps down toward the mat, biceps up toward your ears. Dropping your heels toward the ground, spread your toes out. Hips lift as you draw your front ribs in. Hold. Inhale, let's rock it forward on the next breath. Looking forward, lower down on your exhale, and then slide onto your forearms. Both arms press, lift. And now we're not just hanging out in our legs, so maybe even take them and lengthen them back behind you. Press into your toes, into your toenails, so much so that the kneecaps start to lift. Press the floor away, lift. So you feel this extension through the front side of your body, the drop through the shoulders. Keep all of that as you look over your right shoulder. Left hand will come a little toward the center, right hand comes to the right, come onto the fingertips, starting to pull back. Starting to feel a deeper stretch in the front body. Remember to drop the shoulders. As we drop back down, take your gaze forward, one breath, inhale. Exhale. Other side. Tent the fingers. Use the floor to press away. Draw your shoulders down. Come on back center. This time we'll come all the way down. Walking your hands behind you, clasp them. Take a moment to lengthen your legs. Just a slight peel off the floor. Inhale and lift. Hands come off your back. Pressing down through the toes or option to lift the legs. Hold as you breathe. Not holding the breath, just holding the pose. Exhale, let it go. Cobra pose. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, down. Take your fingers, widen them. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go a little wider next time. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands back by the rib cage. Toes pressed down. Up dog. Press the floor away. Lift your heart. Peel your shoulders back, chest peels forward, maybe even lifting a little higher as you drop the hips. Really active through the legs. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up high as you can, and then step it forward just a little bit. Left leg, high, step it forward. Walking it Once you get there, arrive softly. Feet hip distance, slight bend in the knees, hang. Grabbing ragdoll, forearms or elbows, head hangs. Gaze shifts between your legs as we sway side to side. Really feeling the full weight of this pose come forward. Head drops down. Let the arms drop. Bend your knees. Slow your roll all the way up to the top. Peel your shoulders back. Take one more breath in. Let it go as you drop your shoulders. Walking feet toward one another. Take the time to spread the toes out. Like our fingers, we want to use our toes in yoga, so really spread them out. Then press into the heels. Draw your core in, your tailbone down. Pull in, drop your shoulders. Hands to heart center. Let's set up this flow before we start to really get moving. Close your eyes again. Root to rise. So think pressing into the ground, lifting through your thighs, drop through your tailbone. Find softness and strength. Our mantra, our intention for each pose, can we find the softness and the strength? Big breath in, fill up. Sigh it out. Let's move. Reach your arms out and up, all the way up. Hands from the hips, exhale. Halfway lift, lift, all the way as you fold, take it down. Next one, halfway lift again. Fold, take it down. One more halfway lift. Fold, hands plant, step it back, plank and pause. Take your time to set this up. Push the floor away. Trying to lift your heels up a little higher, squeezing your legs. So finding the strength in the legs just as much as the strength in the arms. Think about cat pose in your planks. We're not sinking, we're pushing the floor away, then take your gaze slightly forward. Then come a little farther forward on your tiptoes, lower halfway down, pause. You can always drop your knees if you need to. Peel through, chest comes forward, up dog. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. 2 breaths, in and out, in and out. Look where you're going. Next breath out. We step or jump to the front, halfway lift. Fold on an exhale. Rise on an inhale. Close it off, hands to heart center. Again, inhale. Building heat. Exhale. Inhale. Take it back. Step or a light jump. Again, if you're jumping, land in bent arms, chaturanga. Up dog. And then down dog. 2 breaths. And out. This is your chance to really stretch the body. One more. Hide your toes. Bend your knees. Step, jump, or float to arrive. Fold on the exhale. Rise on the inhale. One more just like that. Close it off. Inhale, find a little more of a lift. Back bend. Exhale, dive. Inhale, length. Exhale, again, step or just a light jump. Up dog. Pulls you through. Down dog takes you back. Widen your feet as wide as the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need. As we take our left hand, grabbing outside of the right leg. Look under your right arms and start to press your heels toward the ground. Try to draw your hips center. Draw your shouldered legs down your back as you pull your left elbow toward the ground. And then see if you can even pull core in. Push the floor away. Other side. Left arm strong. Bend your knees. Try to find the lowest grip that you can on your leg. Look under your arm as you press the floor away. Push the floor away. Lift your hips, draw your front ribs in. As we release on that exhale, keep your feet wide. Come forward through plank, dropping into up dog. Toes stay tucked under, and then peel back up, down dog. 2 more like that. Inhale. Drop your hips down. Push back. Inhale. Drop your hips down. Push them back. Feet back to hip distance. Right leg lifts high up. Open your hips, creating space. Then from here, drop the right shoulder back down. Try to create space, but evenness through the shoulders. Length through the arms. Then from here, come onto your left fingertips. So we just create a little more imbalance, a little more challenge here. Staying here, or start to draw your fingertips back toward the left foot. Hold, or keep walking. And it should be shaky, it should be a challenge. Maybe you reach for your leg. Maybe you fall. It's okay, you're at home. Turn your hips back down as you grab for the front of the mat with both hands. Inhale, knee to nose, step your foot through, drop your back knee, low lunge as you sweep your arms up. Hold. right hip back, left hip forward. And then we goal post our arms as we pull our body back, our torso back. Start to lift your chest. Try to tuck the hips under so we create this strong base, but this lift through the chest, like somebody is pulling a string from your heart to the sky, holding here, or clasping hands behind you. Draw your hands down your back leg for support. Draw your shoulders out of your ears. Let it go. Let it go off the back knee. Frame your foot with your hands. Twist. Left arm down, right arm up. Take it a moment to let your head hang if it feels good, or to look toward the front, top hand. Pull both shoulders back. Maybe exaggerate the top arm. Coming out of this on the next exhale, let it go. Right leg lifts up. Option to keep it lifted or not as you lower chaturanga. Both feet down for up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts high up. Again, now open the hips, bent knees, stacking hips. Take the weight back into the left hand so that we have evenness in the shoulders. From here, taking the weight onto the right fingertips so you get lighter through the right hand. And then you just start to take a walk with your hand. Stronger through the left side and the right leg. Yeah, maybe you stop along the way on your walk. Pull your core in, it does help. Maybe you lift your hand, grabbing for your foot. Maybe you fall out. Straighten your leg out, square your hips. Hand down, inhale, round. Step your foot through, drop your back knee. Rise up. Low lunge, square the hips, press into the feet, find stability, move your torso back. Start with the goal post as we lift our chest. Tuck your hips, lift your chest, tuck your hips. Other thumb in front as you clasp behind you. Draw your hands down your back leg, it will help. And you can go further than you think if you find the stability. Shoulders pull back, space in the neck. Let it go. Off the back knee, toes tucked, twist, right arm down, left arm peels up. Pull both shoulders back. Gazing up or down. And again, both shoulders back. One more breath. Let it go, flow through. Lifting the leg or choosing to put it down. Up dog, down dog. High up on your toes. Bend your knees, step or jump to the front, halfway lift. Fold, exhale. Wrap your arms behind your legs just for another breath or two. Inhale, we rise. Reach out and up. Palms touch, close it off. Hands to heart center, close your legs. Spreading toes out for Utkatasana. So again, options to always keep the legs open. If you're creating this closed chair, then create one leg. Squeeze your thighs together. Tucking under. Sweep your arms up as you sink your hips low. Create a strong core by pulling in. And then lean forward. Left arm stays forward, right arm goes back. Start to lift the leg up. Through to warrior three. Create imbalance through arms reaching in opposite direction. Hold. See if you can reach, reach, reach. Drop the left hip. Pull the core in. Take a big giant step back. Staying in the twist, drop the right hand. Reach your left arm up for a revolved twist. Hold. Left hand comes to the ground. Simple twist. Reach the right arm up. We're going to stay right here in the twist and get stronger through our legs. So come onto your left fingertips. Holding here, extra challenge to gaze up to the ceiling or gaze down for extra balance. Lift the left hand off the ground. Hold here. Inhale to revolve again. Reach the left arm up, right arm down. Right hand to the back leg, lift. Exhale, hands come to the inside of your leg. Turn to wide legs, heels in. Skandasana, left leg bends, right leg straightens out. Through center, take it to the other side. Remember, be gentle with your knees and with your hips. You need them your whole life. If you don't go down this low, use your body as a ledge to help you stay more lifted. Use your hands on the ground if you need. We'll go to the back one more time. Coming back to the front of your mat, turn to face it. Step it back, plank pose, lower chaturanga, up dog next. Down dog, pause. Push the floor away. Options here to just hold in down dog for 5 breaths. To come to child's pose, or we're going to do little frog hops. So if you don't know what they are, watch first. I'm going to give myself a mini down dog because it makes it more accessible. And then look forward, always looking where we're going. Bend my knees, little tiny frog hops. They start out really low and loud, but we're working to get higher. Maybe you do multiple hops, more lifted, more controlled. Maybe it's just one hop. Take time to practice. This is your practice. Hoppity hop. One more time. And then everybody come down to child's. Drop your knees, forehead down, relax. So if you're still in child's, stay there. We've got 2 more breaths there. Downward facing dog. Lift. Look where you're going. That same intensity of the float as we jump to the front. So just like the frogs, we jump to the front. Halfway lift as you fold, exhale, rise. Inhale. Drop it into chair. Take a moment to relax your shoulders. Relax your gaze. Find a pause. Sink into your heels. Lean forward. This time, we are taking the other arm back. So right arm forward, left arm back. Holding here. We're going to lift the right leg up and start to reach. Reach, reach, reach. Opposite directions. So balancing on the left leg. Right leg lifts to warrior 3. Holding here, lengthen. And then take a big giant step back into crescent twist. Drop the back hand, reach the front arm up, creating a wider space if you need. Back into twist, right hand down, left arm rises, twist. Drop your bottom a little more. See if you can drop it even lower than the last time. Creating strength by squeezing the inner thighs in. Come onto your right tippy toes, fingertips, and tippy toes. Hover your right hand off the ground. Use your left hand to rise. Right arm now reaches. Come back into that awkward twist. Maybe lift your gazing chest a little higher. Exhale, hands come onto the inside. Turn. Right leg bends. Back to Skandasana. So these side-to-side lunges. Do something different. Arms may reach. Make shapes. Hands to heart center. Squeezing inner thighs. Toes and knees face the same direction every time. So be so gentle and so strong at the same time. This time, we're going to even out our sides and come back to center. So center, wide legs. Parallel your feet. Fold. Hands to heart center. Flat back. Inhale, rise up. All the way up until you reach the sky. Reach your arms up. Stretch up. Inhale. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Pull your hands down as you tuck under a little more. Find a little lift through the heart. Exhale, leading with your heart. Dive down. Head will come down, let it shake. Draw your shoulders out of your ears as you draw your hands down toward the ground or away from your back. Bring more weight into the toes, less weight in the heels for an extra challenge. Gazing between your legs, let's bend the arms and drop them. Option to just keep them down on the floor or to reach them through your legs. But pulling down or pressing down. So we're really working to stretching the hamstrings here. Toes are spread, pressing deeply into the edge of the feet just as much as the inside. Hands under your shoulders, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, turn back to the front, frame your foot, step it back, option to keep it lifted, lower chaturanga. Up dog pulls you through, down dog takes you back, hold here. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, drop to your knees. Take the right leg up and back. Coming into modified first, side plank. And it's not really even a modification. As you open your hips, your right arm will reach up. I actually don't even like to use the word modified because this is very challenging still. Right arm is over your head, right leg reaches long. This is like our step to a bigger side plank. So starting here, stay, pull the core in, and then let's move. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull it in. Reach back out. One more, pull it in. Reach back out. Drop your toes down, your whole foot down, and then see if you can just open up a little more. Reaching back, finding a little more space. Leaning back. Back of your neck stays long. Exhale, drop your hands to the ground, come back through table. One breath. Big inhale, drop your shoulders down, chest lifts. Exhale, round your back. And then come back to a neutral spine. Left leg, reach it back. Tilt the hips so that they stack. And it does help to take that right leg and kind of make a kickstand for yourself. And then from here, when you're ready, lift the left hand off the ground to your hip. Tuck under. Find that strength and length. And then left arm lifts, eventually over your head. Squeezing shoulder blades down your back. Leg toward hip height. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, pull it Inhale, reach long. One more. Reach it out. Drop your foot down. You can even kickstand a little more to create more space as we start to lean back, pushing off the floor, finding more of a back bend. Squeeze shoulder blades down your back as you reach with the left hand. And then come back through side plank, back through into table. From here, let's take a moment to turn our fingers in toward our knees and just rock a little bit forward and back. As we spend these 30 days together, doing our home practice, I hope you'll be spending a lot more time in down dog, a lot more time on your hands. So we want to do a lot of wrist work in these classes because we're also building strength in our wrists. All right, from here, let's tuck all 10 toes under, back onto the fingertips. Try to bring your legs in toward each other. Even that stubborn pinky toe, try to tuck that under. Tuck your hips under, come up. So you're almost sitting on your heels. You can always, again, use a prop if you need a prop. Props are there. I think of them like the extension of the floor. So it's not that they make it easier. They make these poses more accessible, and also they make them better into the right form. So if we're not ready to sit down on our heels, build something up toward you, and then hold. Draw lightness into the pose. Maybe even close your eyes. Let's reach our arms up, stretch up, clasp your hands, turn your palms toward the ceiling. Exhale, round your back, like cat pose, chin to chest. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale, hold your legs, just drop your arms down. Either you pause right here, or if you can reach, you'll take your hands back, but then lift your chest up. So finding a little tug of the hips, but a lift of the chest. Tuck of the hips, lift of the chest, pull your shoulders back. Find length in the back of your neck, so we're not cranking it. Hold. And then take your gaze from wherever it is back forward. Chin towards your chest. Push back off. This is my favorite part. Woo! Press the top of the feet down. That pose is a doozy. Some people are like, I don't even feel it. I don't know what they're talking about. For me, it's a doozy. Let's push it back, down dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifted up high. Bring knee to right arm. Let's tap it out. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, knee to left arm. Inhale. Knee to right arm. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, knee to left arm. One more time. Right side as we inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. This time, step it through. Warrior one. Back heel drops in. Rise up. Find your balance. Find your steadiness, and then lift. Lift through your gaze, through your arms. Drop into this pose as we hold. We bow down, clasping our hands behind us. Pull the hands down the leg, lift the heart. Dive down, pull the right hip back. Head comes down. Maybe you equally get both shoulders down. Maybe you rest. Again, there are always steps. There's always building blocks to each pose. And we've got to go through those steps to get to the end. And guess what? There's no end. There's always the next step in yoga. Drop your gaze toward the back foot, strong back leg. One more breath. Separate the hands, inhale, rise. Reach up, stretch up. Come onto the ball of the back foot. As we step up, we'll pull our left knee into our chest, holding here. Grab on with the left hand, pull it up a little more, right hand to the hip. You have options to just keep holding onto the knee, or you can grab with your peace fingers to the big toe or the outside of the foot. So if you're going to grab your toes, start to extend. Maybe you get it all the way straight, maybe it's not quite there yet. Tuck under, find a strong base as we open our leg, whether it's bent or straight, out to the left. Adding on, right arm comes out to the side. Possibly your gaze comes out to the side. It makes it extra. Take it back forward. Again, if you've got the bent knee, then you'll use your right hand to grab outside the knee, or you're grabbing outside the foot. Drop the hip down as we rotate the other direction, coming back into a twist. Either way, challenge your balance, challenge your patience. Try to keep the leg in line with your hip. And then back center, reach your arms, lift the leg. Let's take a big lunge back, hands frame your right foot. Down dog, right leg lifts. Open your hips, bend your knee. Option to stay as you are. tippy toes wild thing as you flip it on over. Reach your right arm over your head. Stretch like you mean it, lift your heart. Back down, right hand plant, side plank, Vashisthasana. So we built it up from the building blocks earlier. We had the right knee down, now we have the right knee up. You can always come back to the first variation, hold in this variation, or lift into the next variation, lifting a leg. Try to squeeze shoulder blades. Option to lift your gaze. Holding. Take it down, exhale, hands down. Lower chaturanga. Up dog, tops of your feet down. Down dog, up and back. Holding here, one more breath. Exhale, let it go. High up on your toes. Bend your knees. We're going to jump into Malasana. So as you jump, you'll land wide. You can always step. Take a moment to shake it out. Hands to heart center, dropping your gaze forward. Drop your shoulders down. Find a lot of length and lift in the chest. Options, always use this block, sit on it. It's kind of nice to do both. Staying here or on the block. But whether you're on the block or in this pose right here, we're not hanging out, we're lifting. And then press into your feet as we stand. Inhale, press the floor away, open up. 2 more like that, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. You can stay right here where we practice crow. Bring your hands down. Your knees do stay wide. So keep them like Malasana knees. Just bring them up higher. And then come onto your tippy toes. Leaning forward, look forward. Round your back like we've been doing in cat pose. And then see if you can use your core just as much as your arms. Use your gaze to help you stay steady. Lifting one foot, eventually both feet off the ground. Push the floor away, round, round, round. Staying for an extra couple breaths if you choose. We're going to step or jump back into Chaturanga. 1 more breath. And then just take a light jump back. Up dog pulls you through. Child's pose. Pause. This time take your arms back behind you. Palms face up in child's pose. A few breaths here to hold. Arms reach back forward. Come through table, downward facing dog. Up and back. Left leg lifted up high. Open the knees. Okay, open the hips, stack the hips, bend your knee. Holding here, try to pull the core in. So we're not sinking, we're pulling in. And then inhale, knee to left arm, let's tap. Exhale, open hips. Inhale, knee to right arm. Exhale, open hips. Inhale to the left. Try to pull in every time you come forward. Rounding your back like cat pose to the right. 1 more on each side. Inhale to the left. Exhale. Breathing deep. Inhale. Exhale. This time knee to nose. Round your back. Create space to step it through. Warrior 1. Back heel drops in. Rise up. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Really press into the edge of the back foot and also really use the inside of your back thigh. Drop your shoulders, arms reach out to the side, other thumb on top. Pull the arms down or the hands down as you lift your heart. And then from there, take your gaze forward and down. Strength through both legs. Dropping your gaze toward the back leg, back foot. Pull the left hip in. You can always rest your hands on your low back as you start to create more space in the shoulders. Eventually, they'll pull off. Strong legs, try not to sink into the front hip. Pull it back. 1 more breath. Rise up. Separate your hands. Inhale, come onto the ball of the back foot. As we step up with strength, we come all the way up. Pull your right knee in. From here, grab onto your right knee, left hand to the hip. So remember, find the foundation in the left leg, the core in the back, even the toes. And then either you can grab for your big toe, the edge of your foot, or keep your knee. And then start to extend the leg. Trying to get the foot in line as we straighten it out. Pull even the pinky edge of your foot back, and then open up. Try to plug shoulder blades in, possibly looking to the left. But everybody, take your left arm out. It does help with balance. tuck under. Take it back through center, nice and steady. Switch hands either to the outer knee or the outer foot, and then try to drop the right hip down as we rotate our gaze, rotate into a twist. So if you're tight on this side, and a little tighter on this side, you always keep a bent leg. Hold one more breath. And then take your gaze back forward, let go of your leg, reach your arms up, stretch up, big lift. Exhale, take a big giant step back, hands frame the foot, downward facing dog, left leg lifts, open your hips, stay here, or high onto your tippy toes as you flip on over. Lift your hips, lift your arm, lift your chest, use the floor to press away. Coming into Vashisthasana, side plank. So come out slow, left hand will come center, underneath your left shoulder, and then we come into side plank. Holding here, or taking it to a different place. Think of it, it's not modification or advancement, it's just a different place. So play around with what that place looks like for you today. Change it, challenge yourself. Exhale, listen to your body, lower chaturanga. Up dog pulls you through. Down dog takes you back, right leg lifts right away, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Step your foot between your hands, draw your back heel in, and then spin open for warrior two. Pausing to set it up, tucking under. Big, long, wide stance, heel to arch. Taking your gaze toward the front hand as you drop into the pose. Flip it into reverse, reach up and back. And then from here into side angle, through warrior two, either arm to the leg, or hand to the inside of your leg, or a block, or the floor. Top arm, let's lengthen it overhead. Try to spin the back, or the tailbone toward the back heel. The top shoulder pulls back. You can always stay or drop down a little lower. Keep spinning open. Exhale into pyramid. So as you look down, hands come down. Come onto the ball of the back foot and then step it in. So that feet are down. Take a moment to take this front right hip and pull it back some. And then draw your heart, your chest forward as you drop down a little more. So this is a good place for props. If your hands don't reach the ground, a lot of times we just hang out in space, but then we kind of lose the pose. So use your props. Let your head relax as you pull the right hip back, left hip forward. So from here, if you want a little extra, changing up, let's lift the heel. So you may need to bend. Really press into the back heel, lifting the front heel. And then drop the right heel, lift the right toes. Pull the hips back. Feeling a deep stretch in the back of the leg. Drop your right toes down. Take a bigger step back. Drop your left knee down. Move your right foot toward the left hand, dropping the right knee behind the right wrist, setting up for half pigeon. Left leg comes back. Pause. So not coming down quite yet. Press the floor away. Work to get hips situated to face forward. A lot of times we need a prop underneath our right cheek, and that is okay. Hold as you lift. And then as we open up, our right arm sweeps, our left arm sweeps open. Rest it on the inside of the leg. Try to draw the inner left thigh up. Pull the inner left thigh up. And then stay, or lean forward slightly, bending your back leg, reaching for the inside of the foot. So maybe this is where you stay right here. Draw your chest forward. You can always bring it in a little more, getting a little more of a pose or a deeper pose. Wherever you are, you can stay or let it go and come into a more restful variation of this pose, dropping down. So slowing down on this side, letting your body drop, let your shoulders rest, but stay active in the back leg, stay active in the feet. Soften through your gaze, soften through your head. Press up, sit up, lean to the right, take the left leg all the way around. Options. Stack, foot on knee, knee on foot. If this is what it looks like, grab your prop. You can grab like 5 pillows. Get whatever you need to stack. so that your knee will have something to press down into. If you want to go into a different variation of this, then you'll stack your knees, knee on knee. But for this pose, you really do want both cheeks down on the ground, both hips down. Then you can draw your heels in or away. Sitting up tall, this may be where you stay, hands down on something, or maybe you start to lean. And then when you get to the point where you're just like, this is enough, I'm stopping, relax. Relax your head, your shoulders. Press your legs together or your feet and knees together. Keep them flexed. Let's press the floor away, lift back up, lean back. Take your legs out from underneath each other. Sitting up into Navasana, boat pose, flex your toes, drop your shoulders, stay holding on or reach long. Strong core. Find that soft spot between the bones. So you can rock a little bit and feel the bones and then the soft smushy spot. Sit on that. And then see if you can draw your chest up a little higher. Exhale into low bow, strong legs, arms will bring out to the side, gaze up. Inhale, back up. Exhale, let's take it down. Bring it back up. One more, take it down. We're going to come through on this one. Back up, cross your ankles, step it down, step or jump back, 3 chaturanga. Up dog, take an extra breath. Down dog, up and back. Left leg, lift it up, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Let's spin it open. Back heel lines up, the front heel lines up with the back arch as we open up and drop in. Try to rest your arms out to each side as you relax your shoulders. Tucking under, gaze toward your front hand. Find the balance between your legs, then follow your front hand as you reverse. Up and back. Through warrior 2 in a side angle. I like to take my left arm to the leg first, because I can create space, pushing away, arm to rib cage. And then the top arm lengthens. So in the pose right here, I can stay just as I am, or if I'm going to drop down a little lower, still keeping space. So I'm not sinking, just reaching down slowly. Maybe to the ground, maybe I just stop right here. Hold. Looking under the arm, one more breath. Let's look down to the front leg. Take your hands down, come to the ball of the back foot. As we step up toward pyramid, your back heel will drop in, toes point out slightly. Now take your left thumb toward your left hip as you pull it back some. And then draw your chest down toward the leg. Let your head relax. Remember, use props if you need. Pull the left hip back. Chest drops, head drops. Shoulders drop. Maybe reach your arms a little further. Option to come onto the tippy toes. When I do that, I keep a little softness to my front knee. So I never want to lock anything out. Try to keep equal weight on both sides so I'm not leaning one direction. And then drop the back heel, lift the front toe. Drop the front heel, lift the front toes. Drop your chest, drop your gaze. Pull the toes back. One more full breath as we drop the toes down. Let's take a bigger step back. Drop the knee down. From here, we're going to take our foot all the way over, coming toward half pigeon. Slide the right leg back a little more. Toes press down as we pull our shoulders back. Press, press, press. And holding right here, so stay lifted. This is always a good place to use your prop too. Press the floor away. Then rotate your right arm back. Taking a hold of the inner thigh and trying to rotate it up some. Not rotating the whole leg, just the inner thigh. It will help. And then you can stay as you are. Lean forward slightly if you choose to go further, grabbing for the inside of your foot. And then press the floor of your prop away as you draw the foot in. Try to draw your chest forward, squeezing shoulder blades. And you can do this at any level. Coming down more, release the back foot without slingshotting. Drop down into this pose. Let your gaze drop. Let the weight of your right thigh come down toward the ground. here, still in the practice. Let it wander, but then tell it to come back if it does. We are observers right now. Just working to pay attention to our breath as we stay a few more. Your next breath in, press the floor away, lean to the left. We'll take that back leg all the way around. Setting out first option, stack foot on knee, knee on foot. Holding right here, try to press down, and I'm not saying like press with your hand, but use your strong muscles to press down. Take a moment to sit back some, and that does help. And then from here, maybe you don't feel this enough. Maybe this is not where you want to stop. You can cross a little more. And then from here, try to even out your sides, sit up tall, and then walk it forward. Notice what your body does in these poses, especially the poses where you're challenged to hold longer. Notice what your natural reaction is. Do you want to get out quickly? Do you fidget around? And we're not judging that, we're just paying attention. So can we slow it down a little more? Try to deepen the breath. React less. Press the floor away. Let's lean back to sit up. Take both legs out in front of you. Roll your inner thighs down and your outer thighs up, sitting up tall. So a little bend in the knees for all of us. Let's start out that way. Press the floor away. Try to get your spine as long as you can as you start to hinge from the hips. Hinge from the hips. Hinge from the hips. So when you're at that place where you can't go anymore, then add the arms. Reach. Maybe you go a little further. And then we grab on. So pulling the toes back, feet back. If you're holding onto the legs, just grip the legs. When you get to that end spot, that edge where you can get comfortable, let your head relax. Slow roll all the way up. Reach your arms forward, roll all the way down, until we come down to the ground. Feet together, knees apart. Kind of softness, a stillness as we take hand to heart and hand to stomach. Close your eyes. Close our legs, bend them, tuck under a little more as we bring our knees to our chest, rounding your back, rock and roll a little bit, pulling forehead up toward the knees. And then just a simple twist as you drop the knees to the left, arms out, dropping shoulder blades down. This is a good place to kind of turn your sight off and tune in, closing your eyes to gaze up or over to the right. Still gazing, you can keep the eyes closed and just see what's behind them. After your next exhale, you'll inhale, lift the legs up, take them to the other side. Trying to stack knees together as much as possible. Draw the left shoulder blade down. Drop into the pose. Drop into the space. Next breath in, let's lift our knees up, find happy baby. Grabbing inside or outside of your feet. As much as I'm pushing my feet down, I'm pushing my feet up. As much as I'm pulling my feet down, I'm pushing my feet up. So it's this push-pull action to help you get a deep stretch in the hips. And then rock it out. As you rock out side to side, maybe you can start to straighten one leg as you rock toward that side. Push-pull action, really strong arms and legs. And then let's pull our knees back into our chest. Hug them in. Pull your forehead up to your knees. Drop your feet down to the ground. Setting up for one back bend. I'm going to teach bridge, but if you have a different back bend that you want to do, if you're a wheeler this morning, then feel free to change it up. Arms reach up, feet are hip distance, palms in, and then exhale, bend your arms to press them down to the floor. As you press down, use that to lift your hips and chest. And then draw your hands underneath you, clasp them. Draw your hands and arms in a little more. Again, press the floor away, lift your hips, lift your chest. Try to create space between chin and chest. Big breaths here. Try to line the knees up with the ankles just by feeling it. Bring weight into the heels. Think about drawing outer thighs up, inner thighs down. Active through the legs. Active through the arms. Pulling down through the shoulders. Energizing through these last few breaths of the back bend. So creating all this energy that we're about to relax into. Take another breath or two to make your way back down. Working your shoulders out from underneath you, arms out from underneath you. Drop your hips down. Swish swash your knees side to side as you relax down into your space. Any last movement that you need, whatever that means to you today, do that. Sometimes we need to get the fidgets out, or we have a pose that the teacher missed, and that's okay. The cool thing is you're at home, so you can do what you want. You can go longer. But as we move out of your last chosen pose, I'm going to send you into Shavasana right now. Take up space. Take up space. This is always a place where I like to take out anything that's like holding my hair back, any knots I've tied into my clothes. Get loose. Take a moment to just shake it out. Let your arms and legs relax. Together, let's breathe in. Big inhale. Side out, exhale. Dropping down into Shavasana. Muscle, let go if you haven't already. And those muscles in your eyes, can you drop them down? Yoga is this beautiful journey of the self, to the self, through the self. Picture what that looks like. Always an option to stay for an extended Shavasana, but since this is our first class together, I'm going to pull us out together. Start to stretch your arms over your head, your legs out long, challenging your eyes to stay closed, staying in that sweet spot of inward. Find a big stretchy stretch, and then roll off to one side, finding comfort on your side. Curl in, pause. Eyes stay closed as you push your way up to a comfortable seat. Let's turn in toward each other. Ending how we began, tall, strong, with that softness, and now with that peace that we gain for every single yoga practice that we do together. Let's inhale, reach our arms out and over our head, palms closed. Exhale, draw them down, heart center. Flutter your eyes open. As always, we celebrate the light within ourselves and within all of those collectively around us, near and far. As we end together, namaste. Thank you so much for joining us today. I probably did go over an hour, but I'm going to get better at that. Stay tuned. We're going to be popping in to your home network, your home studio, your home practice, every day at 9 and 4. So be looking out for our amazing group of teachers as we dial into your practice at home. We can't wait to get back in the studio with you and practice together. But until then, we'll see you here.